Welcome everyone to episode 9 of Hexdecks Decktech. I'm Phoenix Forge alongside Endormi.
Hey guys.
We got some weird stuff going on today. I'm actually playing with a Mono Wild Bunny deck, and we're just going to go over the cards real quick before we get to the games. We're going to start off with 23 shards. It's a little bit higher than most aggro decks like to play, but the curve is a little bit higher than most aggro decks. I got five 4 drops and two 6 drops, and most of the time I can't even get to 6 shards. So we'll see how that goes. The one of onslaught's always nice to try and steal games from people. I have not pulled it off yet with the deck, but there's always wishful thinking. The troops go Cotton Ronin Tail for a 1 drop, Ritualist of the Spring Litter for 1 drops. Obviously, Ritualist of the Spring Litter is awesome in the deck. You're always trying to spit out as many bunnies as possible. Then we go into the 2 drops, which are Senseis, just for a little bit of card draw, get another body on the board. Usually a chump blocker. 3 drops are the Bucktooth Commanders, who are the anthem for the bunnies. He's great. It's great that he's a 3 drop. 4 drops, we've got 3 Rune Ear Commanders for a little bit of a bigger body. He can come down as a pseudo bomb, usually gets targeted pretty quick by removal. 2 Senseis of the Wounded Petal. A lot of people don't like him, but I like him. It can get you back into a game when people aren't expecting it. You can gain 7 or 8 life out of nowhere. And then we've got a 1 of Azumi, because why not? I like making random bunnies. Some cool stuff can happen with this, especially if you have the Rituals of the Spring Litter on the board. You can spit out a couple of Anthem guys, you can spit out a couple of Pump guys, whatever. So it's kind of nice. And then the actions go to Oaken ceremonies. Those are primarily for when I start my hand and I don't have a Ritualist of the Spring Litter, and I do have a Runts of the Litter. I can try and dig for the spring litter before I play out my runs just to get more value out of it. Then I have 2 pheromones for finishing the game out of nowhere. Works really well, dropping it on a battle hopper and then swinging in for 10 or 20 or whatever you can. Then we've got 2 wild growths to catch people off guard, just get some damage through, or just to get a threat off the board. And we've got 1 Nature's Reigns, because you can't have a wild deck without a Nature's Reigns. I personally wish I could cut this, but I can't. I can't cut it, not from the main deck. And then we've got 3 evolves. Great interaction with a lot of the stuff in the deck. Works really well. And then we've got 1 onslaught for the blowout if we get to it. So that's the main deck. Let's check out the reserves. This is kind of a hodgepodge of a lot of different things. We've got a couple more wild growths if we need them. If there's bigger bodies that I'm worried about early, I can always bring those in. We've got another pheromones just in case I think that there's just way too many blockers for me to deal with, and I can sneak through and get the win off of that. We've got 2 Survival of the Fittest, same kind of deal. If I think that I might need to get something out of the way that could be problematic early, I can use those. Then we've got 3 Turbulence, because the deck's so soft to flying troops. I have the 3 Turbulence, but I probably, unless it's a really, really heavy flying based deck, I'll probably only bring in 1, maybe 2 of these. Unless I'm playing against, say, a Shag Attack deck or something like that, I might bring in all 3. And then we've got 2 more Nature's Reigns if I think the game's going to go really long and I have to worry about Soul Marbles, Solitary Exiles, blah, blah, blah. Same thing with Chaos Key. And then the Sapper's Charge is primarily for like a Gore Feast matchup, something like that. I know it's not the greatest sideboard, but you don't really necessarily have to change the deck all that often. You're trying to finish the game as fast as possible, turn 4, turn 5, turn 6. So bringing in a lot of these cards are going to slow down your curve, and they're going to slow down you finishing the game out. So generally, you're not going to sideboard too much. You just hope to draw well, get your bunnies on board, pump them up, and get the damage through. And that's the gist of it. That's Wascally Wabbits. And there's some cute bunnies. I think the bunny style of deck is going to get much better in set 2, with especially a lot of the blood bunnies that have been spoiled. So we're just taking this for a spin, going to try and get the pound on with some bunnies. And now we're going to take a look at Endormi's deck.
So I'm playing a Mono Diamond deck, splashing blood for Pact of Pain. Just Mono Diamond was a weakness, or the weakness they have is the lack of card draw. So to counter that, we bring Pact of Pains from Blood, which plus them, and to fix our thresholds, I'm playing Elixils. Despite that, they can more or less function as an aggressive deck, so we don't need to hit them on turn 3, so usually fine. So we have a bunch of 2-drops, the 3 Radius Paladins, that could be Frost Wither if you want. Basically, there's not much 2-drops to choose from on Diamond, and I didn't want to had a 2-drop from Blood with all these little thresholds. So I decided to go with this guy, as most of our troops can get life drain or can pump it in conjunction to Timid, so it usually has a little bit of an upside, especially on game 1 where Frost Wither is probably not going to be that great. 4 living totems, not the greatest aggro troop, but super solid against control if you can sandbag them and play them one at a time. They are also a little bit annoying against troop decks if you can give them Swiss Strike fast enough. But usually they are a little bit clunky due to that. Just want to play your troops on turn 3 and on turn 4, and you don't really have the time on the resources to pump them as much if you want. But it's a versatile troop, so we have them there. Same with the Protectorate Defenders, they are really good if they come out early. They are with the Solidarity Gem, that means that if they hit a champion, all my troops get +1/+1. So they can be really good against control if we can draw them early. If not, they are just another body that just attacks for 2. Soul Marrow for those control matchups and against those a little bit more slower decks. So we can potentially just grind them out with the Soul Marbles and the Cavalries and the armaments if needed. My removal sweep is 2 repels and 4 solitary exiles. The reason I'm gonna play more repels is that I usually want to be on the aggressive. So, and solitary exile can remove a blocker and repel can't. Despite that, repel is really good removal, and I'd rather have my removal split on 2 and 3, so it's not that clunky. If I play Council in Earner Conflict that can also deal with blockers, I may not have enough resources to do stuff attack, like pump my toad and I'm playing I'll leave the resources open for repel or something like that. That's quite nice. Back to Pain as before for the card draw. Most of our troops have life drain, or can get life drain with Timid. It's usually we can usually draw a couple of cards with that. We play 3 Elixils. We don't play more just because of the unique clause can be a little bit clunky. They are just there to fix our thresholds to hit the double blood easier, or if may happen that we need to get the double diamond. Still, despite that, it's a 3-3-4-3, so it's playable. We also have 4 Spear Cloud Knight that although they are not amazing against the Blood Diamond blind troops, they are pretty solid against in every other deck, as they can still put a relevant pressure on opponents that don't have flying troops, while still being decent against aggro due to the life drain and steadfast. We have Wondrous Walker just for value. It can close games really fast, especially with the combo of Dimit. 3 Angel of Downs because we don't ever want it to have it on our opening hand, and it's really powerful if we top deck it, especially if we are not aggressive, as it lets us play 2 stuff on a turn. For example, if we get it to turn 2, we can play that and a Paladin. Let's advance our board quite a bit. And for the finisher, we have 2 key Smites King Gabriel that usually demand 2 removal spells or 1 sweeper to get through. And it's really nice as a roadblock if we get to 6. That's the main deck. So on the side, we have 3 Hole in Ambush that come in against those super fast aggressive decks, or maybe Corvus. So having a removal spell for only 1 can be really good. Just play a true drop and hold a Hole in Ambush. They probably won't expect this. It can also be a upload when they try to Corvus, and you can hold in ambush their elemental. 2 Stone Skins for control matchups, or when they want to hit us with Burn or Life Siphons or Blink to the Face. We get some protection there. A little bit more of removal in near conflicts. 2 Blinding Lights again can just which side when they can be a blowout for our opponent, Gore Fist, or any other matchup, true matchup, as using them as combat trick is really good. We have two aesthetic aspirants because they synergize really well with Pact of Pain and Soul Marble. The only little issue is that they die to the started -1/-1. It's also sort of card advantage, although you cannot play your stuff, so it's usually worth having a couple of them, especially if you can surprise your opponent with them. In the same way, we have two Mystic Spirit Walkers because when they are good, they are really good. And just for value, I have one Argus and one Resurrection. If I see any of the deck that are not super fast and don't have really good ways to interact with Resurrection or Argus, I can board them in, and if I get to those, I can probably just win the game from that. That was basically the deck, so go to the game. So here we are, this is game 1.
Get bunnied.
Get angeled.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll like to play first.
That's not good.
Yeah, this is not good.
Ugh. Ugh.
If I don't know what I was playing against, I'll probably keep this. Yeah, I'm going to say I don't know what I'm playing against and I'm going to keep it. But I'm probably just going to get run over.
I think I have to mulligan this. Like, it's not horrible, but the sheer fact that I have 5 shards makes me think that I need to mulligan, so I'm going to go ahead and mulligan.
Yeah, 5 shards, mulligan worth it.
That's not any better, so we'll go ahead and keep it.
So, play that and pass.
Yeah, the reason I didn't go down to 5 is because there's so many different synergies in the deck. Getting stuck on 1 shard or getting the wrong kind of stuff or getting a couple of actions that I don't need would just cause some serious problems down the road. So that draw is not terrible. We should be able to get back into it. I'll pass it back to Endormi.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that Finish deck does is that it needs ways to create battle hoppers and ways to activate the battle hoppers by pumping them. So not having the full grip can be an issue.
It's kind of funny that this is like one of the only decks that I play that like turn 2 Soul Marble. I'm just like, yeah, whatever.
Yep.
Like it can usually be just too slow to do anything to me. So
yeah, the thing with Soul Marble is that just punish slow draws. That's basically it. So I will just transform the marble, spawn the marble. Then I think I'm going to play this. Start working on his life total and mine.
gross. Yeah, that's a problem. Oh my god. I'm not drawing well. That's not bad, but it's not great either. So we'll just try and flood the board. I know that he's not playing any sweepers and mono diamonds, so we're good to go. Even though we're not good to go.
It's the judgment, man. I was really thinking about playing it, but just did it a bit clunky.
I think a one of judgment's fine.
Yeah, the thing is I just blow all my solitary exiles and all my stuff, so...
That's true.
So we have the option of just pumping the marble, play this and potentially pump the marble a little bit more. Thing is, this guy is not fantastic against him because he's not going to get through. So yeah, I guess I can play it. Can transform the marble in 3 turns, whatever happens. If I play this or not, so you get an extra jumper.
That's an interesting one.
Another sensei, man.
Drawing all of his resources. Alright. So, just for the sheer fact is I want to use as much of my mana as I possibly can to be efficient. I really would rather have a Spring Litter on the board before I play that, but that's fine. And obviously we can't attack, so we'll pass it back.
Start pumping the marble. Working up their life total. You'll also attack with the protector defender, but I will have another guy to block. It can be really nasty if he has something like pheromones, but I think I just hold my resources for this.
Yeah, those 6-point life swings with that spear cliff every turn is just brutal.
Yep. When a spirit cliff is good, it's real good.
He's not bad though.
I mean, he just gets rod block, but vampire kings and angels and stuff like that.
And that's not good.
So we have two options here now. We can transform the marble, or we can get rid of that. Fortunately, we cannot do both. So if I attack for 3, next turn for 5, so now 3 turn clocks. So 4 turn clock. I think I just get rid of it.
Come on, nature's reigns.
Still, the overrun can be really bad though. It draws it, so hopefully we have enough life to survive it.
Yeah, that's the issue. Like, even if I had it, I wouldn't be able to kill you with it anyways.
3, 6, 9 plus, I mean, 7.
So can I survive
27.
another?
Yeah.
Can I survive another turn? I think I can.
Yeah, you can survive another turn.
Okay, so we'll get our battle hopper out and we'll pass it back. Hopefully we draw something that's useful and maybe sneak one in.
I mean, if you have results, pheromone plus overrun is really nasty.
Oh god, the marble.
Okay, that's an interesting one. So I think I'm going to do this.
Ugh.
Get the soul armaments to make it a bigger swing. Should have give my protector defender life drain.
That's terrible. You're going to 34?
Yep.
Ugh. And I go to 2.
You don't jump the defender, yeah.
Yeah. This sucks because
I mean, if you block the defender, you potentially have one more turn. I should have.
well, no, you'll see why it sucks, and I'll tell you why it sucks next turn because I already had the combo.
Yeah, but I'm just
I've been holding on to pheromones and onslaught since I had 4 resources, so I could do that, and you just gain too much life for it to matter.
Yeah, I'm going to be at a 40. You do the pheromones and that combo.
I mean, I'll just show it to you. It's still game, but it's just funny to see it. Swing it in! Game 1's going to go to Endormi.
Let's see how much damage
Life
they
gain.
take. Yeah, I go down to 20.
At life gain.
Yep.
That was a 21 hit point swing. And you're still at 19. That's just ridiculous.
Yep.
All right, so we're going to do another one before we sideboard, correctly?
Yep.
Okay. Well, that board is kind of scary.
Yeah, there's also a draw incoming for that, but
I don't think you need the Drew.
yeah. The hand was for Marvel, Gabriel, and Drew.
Well, at least I'm on the play next time. That
Yeah,
helps a lot.
it does. I don't have great ways of interacting with one drops. We have in the draw.
Game two. Yeah, I think it was funny that you were like, "Oh, if you have onslaught and pheromones, and you can do this many." I'm sitting here. I'm like, "Grrr, get in life." I'm keeping this. It's not perfect, but it'll do the trick.
I'll keep it too. No, not fantastic, but that's nasty. Ugh.
That is not what I wanted. So we're gonna swing in for one, because why not?
No blaze. Ooh, nice. So we have two options here. I'm going to play this because it's my life total better. We can do that some turns down the line. For example, turn 4, we can do this too. Look tooth.
And I could attack here. I've got to see. The thing is he going to value that living totem more than I value my ritualist, which I don't think he does because he has some pretty good 3 drops, some good 4 drops. So I think I'm going to get more value out of the ritualist staying on board.
Yeah, we'll have us not blocked.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Losing my dominantals and not that big of a deal. So yeah, just going to
That's brutal, man.
solitary exile that.
Come on.
And we're just going to leave the totem for blocking.
That was a good draw. Throw out the Ronin. Throw out another commander. And now I am going to swing in with my ritualist.
Going to snap block again.
That's fine. The ritualist loses value as the size of my hand goes down, so.
That was not the best row ever. So let's see. There you go with this guy. Let's pass the turn.
Okay, so we might be able to get there with this one. Throw out another commander
That's pretty good.
and swing in with these 3 because he has repel mana.
So I'm just going to preserve my life total and I'm going to report that.
No, my Ronin.
Yeah, just going to take that.
Fade those angels. Fade the angels.
So good. I'm going to attack.
I can't profitably block because he has man up to pump. So I'll let it through.
Yeah, I wanted to have a 2-for-1, but I guess wasn't the best. I didn't thought about the
Ugh,
totem, so
come on, man. Oh, maybe I should have some nature's claims in my sideboard. Gross. So gross. Spit out another bunny and evolve and swing in.
it's pretty good.
It's not horrible, but it's not great.
Theory cards in
Knocking
hand.
down 8.
Okay, so we can get there. Okay, so you had 3, so don't say anything.
No, that's fair. I mean, I had 3 commanders, you have 3 exiles. I guess that's a fair trade.
So now,
I think I just lose.
do you want to attack here and get into life? Yeah, I think so. They cannot bomb my totem.
So I think he just gave a valuable information there. Actually, maybe not. Okay. So if I draw a onslaught, I win.
Yeah, and if you drew it before, you also win. So
Because I was going to say, I was figuring if you're going to swing in and try and gain life, you must have been holding up repel because of that sheer fact that I could draw onslaught and win. But the odds of that happening are very, very little. So actually, I just messed up. That is a punt. I'm going to swing in for 3. With something like, I'm going to explain why that was a punt. With something like a bunny deck that has so many different synergies and anthems and things of that nature, I should have played the Okems pre-combat
yep,
and
not
tried
wrong.
to grab something like this
Hook
that would
tooth.
have actually mattered.
You get oh fuck
Like
you
that.
with a fucking book too. That's the fourth one.
So I just lost 3 damage because of that. He would have been at 4, and I could have had a chance to win next turn.
Let's see. So how we do this? Hmm.
No Drew. No Drew.
No, no draw. So going to give it a steadfast. Attack with this guy.
Obviously, I won't block there. Even though I'm kind of scared they has 3 open resources.
I'm just going to pass the turn.
Yeah, that got you out of kill range. That was the worst possible draw ever.
If it's a resource,
Yep. So I can get 4 damage through. All he has to do is pump his totem, kill one of my battle hoppers. But I think I still need to do the 4 damage. I mean, technically I could get 6 through, but that's going to hurt me in the long run if I swing through with the commander. So I'm just going to swing in with all 3 of my battle hoppers, get 4 damage through.
yep, I think that's fair.
Yep. And hopefully top deck something that's going to get me the win. I do have outs. I have
Yeah, you do. I'm not out of the.
3 outs, and then I have a couple of draws that would give me a better chance in the long game.
Okay, that was real good. That was real good. The chance of him blocking are 0.
Yeah, pretty much 0.
And we drew up this guy.
Oh,
Yeah, it was a real good draw.
that's terrible. Yeah, like now I don't even have any outs. Yep, especially not a shard. Especially not. Okay, so that's game.
I think so.
Yeah, so we're gonna go to sideboarding now, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so like I said in the deck list check at the start of the video, I don't really want to thin out my troops at all because I am still trying to be aggro and I still try to want to win the game as fast as possible. But I need to worry about his flying threats first and foremost, and then constants secondly. So I think I'm going to bring in 2 turbulence. And then I think we're going to bring in 1 more nature's reigns. And I think that's going to be it. But I'm going to pull out both of my Sensei of the Wounded Petal and also my Azumi. And I think that's going to do it. So let me drop these back in so I don't screw up my deck. And I think that's a fair hedge. You know, I took out a 6-drop troop for a turbulence. And I took out the wounded petals are nice, but they're not great in this matchup. So I think that does it. And over to Endormi.
Yeah, so I'm just going to trim the cards that are more against control and stuff like that, so the Pact of Pains are just not going to have the impact we have against aggro. The Drew is not fantastic either. Also going to trim one King Gabriel, because it's a little bit too expensive. And we do want to put the Holding Ambush in here, and the Blinded Lights. And I'm going to cut, I think, 1 Soul Marble, because it's a little bit too slow. The Blinded Lights can do a really good job of blocking the Overrun or the Pheromone Storm, so that's basically it. I don't want to trim my troops much more because of the Holding Ambush. And that's basically it, so this was really close. The Night's range on the Solitario Exile, your book to do really was a lot of trouble.
So for everyone watching, this is no longer a Hexdecks Decktech. This is a how not to punt like Phoenix video. Because I am officially terrible and I should never play this game ever again.
I'll keep this one.
Yeah, I'm keeping this. Because nothing else is working, so I'll keep a bad one and see if that helps.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not horrible. It's not great, though.
Okay.
The difference between having a turn 1 ritualist and not having one is ridiculous. Okay, so I have 2 options here. Well, first, I mean, I guess first I swing in. Play a shard. I can either do him and this, him, or this. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Oakhenge first. Hit that ritualist. And of course not. But that's not horrible. So I'm actually just going to throw him out first.
Yep. So now we get a free angel. Come on. So close.
You're not Havoc. Come on. You're not Havoc.
Play this guy and just pass the turn.
It wasn't horrible. Well, I guess the smart thing would be to swing in with both. Probably chumps the 2-2.
Yeah. He has wall growth, he has it. I'd rather have
I,
it on this guy than to the face.
okay, so play that. Play a Moonharu, see what I draw. It's not horrible. I'm going to save my charge power because there's no reason to use it yet because technically next turn I could draw a Ritualist. So I'm just going to play out the runs and use my mana efficiently. My shards, my resources efficiently. We got to do like you got to bleep that out and Dermy.
Yeah. So we have we have two choices here. I think this one's a little bit better because it can block that guy. So let's go with that. But whatever, because it really doesn't matter.
Terrible. That's actually not. That's fine for me, I guess. That was not the draw I wanted, but that's
There's also a chance if we play this, we could have get blown up. So
okay. We'll do him, and then we'll swing in with everything.
so we can do this and hold our guy, which is probably the smart to play. Is nothing to do. So let's do that.
I'm going to take the opportunity here to just do 8 to the face. Yeah. And play another bunny.
So again, a couple of options here. Throwing this many stars, of course, is nowhere optimal. So he has one card in hand. If it's a plummet, this guy is terrible. If it's a natural rain, this is terrible. So
I hate you.
Yeah, I'll just pass the turn. It's going to gain me more life if I attack. So
That is not good. You and your exiles, man. That's just grind. Ooh, that's a good one.
is this a natural rain?
Yep.
That's pretty good. That's pretty
Off
gross.
the top.
That's pretty gross.
See, here's the thing. If I swing in with the Cottontail, which I probably have to, you're going to block it. But I think I have to anyways. I do 3. Yeah. He's going to block it. Hopefully he doesn't have a Howling Ambush in hand. Because that would be bad.
I mean, if I have a holding ambush, my guy still dies to have block there. So, but
yeah, I know.
It would have been really good.
Long run.
Yep.
Almost there. Need to win one. Come on.
Come on, angel from the top. Okay, not an angel, but that helps. So this we had before, and we drew this guy, which is fantastic because it's another blocker that we can play on this turn.
This is terrible. I can't buy a win today. Well, we'll do that.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's alright.
It's really good because it forced me to block. 2, 3, 6. Yep.
Yep. Oh, I got it. I mean, I got it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not dead, but yeah.
No, you're not dead. You go to 3, but I think I have to do that. Plus, I can order it so that your Baneslayer dies. Oh my god!
Yeah, I have to block because I die if I don't block. So.
Oh my god, I'm terrible. So bad. Like, I'm sitting here, I'm like, click, click, skip over it and click, and I'm like, wait, I didn't. Oh, god damn it, it's too late. Okay, never again am I doing one of these videos with you because I'm terrible. I like. How many punts? Can we have a punt counter? Can we edit that in?
I think I blocked that there.
Just like in big red letters across the middle of the screen, punt, every time I do it.
We are just going to replay this game, and I will edit this out. That
Maybe I
was.
shouldn't. Maybe I just shouldn't play bunnies ever again.
Let's just replay this deck, this match of
No,
Phoenix.
no, 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 no. We're
Yes,
not doing that.
yeah, we should. That was a way to do it.
I'm just. I don't fucking get it, dude. Like I don't get it. Like it's like I play a fucking action. Like the problem is it's a basic action. If it wasn't a basic action, I wouldn't have like I wouldn't be doing that. Ugh, fucking gross. Fucking gross. Fucking shard. You want to just restart it?
Yeah, I think we should restart it
It's
because
terrible.
you probably will have won that game.
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me tonight. So I'm on the play, right?
Yeah.
Game 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, because I had nothing on hand. My hand was three shards. So if you killed my Baneslayer pony, I have that guy is still alive. I mean, shit ton of trouble. Oh fuck!
Restart.
Yep, I play first.
My hand was amazing too.
I didn't saw my hand. I conceded before I saw what I drew.
Corey's online. He's in the general chat.
Yeah, don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't care either. Play first.
Nice. This hand seems terrible. Yep.
Okay, so game 4, I'm on the play. Hand's not great. It's not bad though, so I'm gonna keep it.
I'm going to go with, if I cannot cast something, I'm going to mulligan. So let's see. Give me another resource. Okay. That's not great, but we'll keep.
Generally, I don't like doing that, but can't not do a 1-drop.
Okay, that's okay, I guess.
Bashing for 0, because I can.
Got me.
Take the damage.
Yep. Just put the fear of God in me. Come on, angel from the top. Oop. So we'll play this, but I think I'll rather play this. I just drew it. This way he gets a bomb spell, I can still jump one of the hoppers. It's real nice.
You go ahead and play an Okenge here. Yep. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, that was quite nasty.
That's why I play 2 Okenges.
That was real good.
uh.
That was real good.
I can't buy a win. Like, go to the store and click in beat and Dormy, and it's like $600. Like, that's you gotta pay to do it.
Let's go.
Well, unfortunately, I gotta take that.
I'm just going to pass the turn.
Fun. I wish I had one more mana. But I don't think... I don't think I can do anything this turn. Hmm. I don't like that.
So no turbulence here is really nice for us. Or it seems like no turbulence for us.
Yeah, I don't like this, but I gotta try for it. No stone skin. I don't even know if you boarded them in,
Nope,
but
I don't have them, so that's real good.
woo! Get in the beeps and repel.
Nope.
No? Okay.
Hmm. So there's a couple of stuff I can do. Yeah, I think I played this guy. I'm just going to pass a turn.
No attacks.
Just want to preserve my life total.
Interesting. Okay. Couple of options here.
We'll probably have used this before, but I wasn't thinking clearly.
I guess I just go with him and pass. Maybe. Yeah, I guess I just pass.
Okay. So not a resource. I think I have to do this. Don't love it though.
Ugh, come on. Gross. Like every time that I drop a commander, you have an exile for it. Every single time.
Because I don't use them or anything else. So will attack here, but I'm not going to. So resource Neptune's range evolve will be real bad. So hopefully he doesn't have that.
I do not have a resource.
But you have the other stuff.
Yeah, you kind of totally screwed me there with what you just did. That kind of sucks. Hmm. Yeah, just gotta pass it back. That's terrible. That solitary exile was horrible.
So let's see if we can get the resource here. And more resource. Not the resource. So there's no onslaught coming next turn, so I'm just going to play this and pass. You're not getting that 4 resources. A little bit annoying at this point.
Well, time to get some damage in.
Yep. Real good.
Do not forget to attack with the thing that I just buffed.
So I take a lot of damage. Have it.
4, 6, 9.
Bump this guy.
Yeah, you think that I would have been able to win by now with you stuck on 3 shards, but apparently not.
And I do not get a resource. It's really bad. This draw was fine, but Yeah. So we'll just pass the turn.
That's decent. That's decent too. Alright, so I think I just need to get as much damage in as I can. I mean, a repel would suck, but I mean, I can't really play around it, so let's attack like that.
Okay. So I'm going to block guy here and that guy here. Block.
I'd say that's a fair block. Oh!
I was waiting to see if you were going to wall growth.
Oh.
It's not over
The
though.
card is horrible for me.
That was real good. So we just passed the turn.
Wow. Really? Really? You're gonna do that to me?
So we have a little bit of insurance with this, which is real nice.
Gonna do that to me?
That's pretty good.
It's alright. It's not great. If you have another blinding light, I mean,
I
I
bought it too.
can't win the game unless I attack. So,
Yeah.
you know what? Whatever.
So let's see. Best
Block, block,
blocks.
block, blinding light, and you win.
No, I don't have blinded light, so go with that. They take 4. Let's hope I'm getting a result so I can gain 4 with the angel. This is not happening though. Let's see if we can get that 4 resource. Come on, resource. Nope. That's us. Let's start by attacking with that guy. And I guess that's it. That's it. Yeah.
By the way, I'm starting to think this is a really bad matchup for me.
Well, you run me over on the first games.
Yeah, and then you change your deck.
I changed 2 cards for the deck. I put back the pains in.
I really don't think I can win this now. If you draw a resource, the game's over. If I do this, the game's over. Terrible. It's terrible.
Did you board the onslaught out?
No, I just don't have, like, I don't have any profitable plays. Like, so I can't. Even if something looks like it may be profitable, it's really not. And now you're going to flip your marble. And you're going to get your resource. So you can swing in for 6, gain 6, or you can swing in for 10, gain 6 life. And then dead.
Nope, not resource. So let's see. This is real good. If this works with this how I think it works. I'm not sure though, so hopefully we can get to see it. I'm really interested to see if it works.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that Soul Marble is just like ridiculous right now.
Yeah. So I want to use this with this, but just does nothing, so... As much as I want to test it, I don't think it can. The thing is, do I make armaments or do I make... I think I want to make armaments. Nice.
Yep, that's game. Wonderful. So bad. So utterly horrible because you drew a blinding light, didn't you?
No, I didn't drew a blinding light.
I still think it's game, but whatever.
Yeah, I just want to hold this and probably this. I could play this guy,
It's terrible. Yeah,
but
that's definitely game.
if it's a game and I play a creature because I want to test something.
I can't play a creature.
Yeah.
I've been holding that for 4 turns, and I'm gonna play it because it doesn't matter. I still lose.
Do you?
Yeah.
Like you
I couldn't play it before you flipped the marble because you could have flipped the marble in response and dropped the cavalry and blocked my high value troops, and it would have wiped the board. But then I have no cards in hand. You have 6 in hand, so it wouldn't have mattered. So I had to hold it, but me holding it made it so you could grab your other shard and then do what you just did. So I think it's
I think you still win. Let's see. 5, 5. I take 3, 6. Yeah, I'm dead.
Are you?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
Oh
wait.
no, I think maybe not. Maybe I'm because I have the
4.
repel. Let's see. If I
Yeah.
block this way,
No,
I
you're
think
good.
yeah.
You wouldn't even need the repel.
No, if no because it crushes. So you're attacking for 5, 10, 16, 24,
31.
31, and I have 13 plus 17. So I have 30 blocks, so I will die.
Yeah, but you have a repel.
Yeah, but if I didn't
And I
have
couldn't play it previous to that because you would have blown me out anyway, so that's game. Most likely. Yep. Because, yeah, that's wonderful. Game 5.
I was holding a hole in ambush, and I drew a pony last turn. And I wanted to
Do
see
you
if
think
I...
game's life?
Yep.
I think it does.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's just ridiculous, man. It's just horrible that I had 6 mana with an onslaught in my hand for literally 4 turns and I couldn't use it.
I think you will have killed me. You cast it before.
No, I couldn't have because you could have flipped. I did the math that you could have flipped your cavalry and killed it. It would have wiped the board, and I would have had 1 battle hopper left, and you had 6 cards in your hand, so it wouldn't have worked. It worked. Game 5. I'm 0-4, partly because I'm bad, and the other part is because Soul Marble is broken.
Let's look at Angels more than Soul Marble.
I guess I gotta keep this.
I'll keep this one too.
I don't want to keep it, but I will.
It's a little bit clunky because I don't want to hold that, but we'll see. Okay. Play that and pass the turn.
I mean, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, especially when I draw them like that. Like, it's just terrible.
Ooh, no place. So I will go with this, but I think this guy's just better. Especially with this on my hand. Ugh. That's what I was afraid of, tapping out this turn. That's what it is. So we'll pass the turn.
Well, repel really hurts. Pump is fine, I guess.
Going to repel it.
Yep, that's just terrible. I mean, probably have an exile in hand, so it doesn't matter.
No, I don't. Oh,
Or a Howling Ambush.
That's yeah, but I cannot kill it unless I have a big troop, so I don't. That's pretty gross. Okay, that was a good draw though. Oh, let's see. Yeah.
Wow.
From the top.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I have to do this way. And I have some insurance here. Okay. Ugh, that's gross.
I mean, I gotta get lucky one game out of five, right?
I'm not saying that gross.
I mean, even though this board looks completely one-sided, I guarantee you, statistically, you're still ahead. Yep.
I'll kill that. Our results will be okay, I guess. That's an interesting one. We'll play both of them. I really want to pump that totem though. Yeah, whatever. Just float the board. I really want to hold this for this got blown up, but
I really can't draw any worse. That's literally the worst draw in my deck right now. And I can't attack. So basically I lose.
you could attack. I lost something at least.
Yeah, but then I lose. Then my Rune Hair Commander becomes a 2/2, the one that's left, and it's just garbage at that point.
Yep, that was pretty lucky.
Wonderful.
So I can attack with this guy. Yeah. Let's wait one more turn.
It's terrible. Well, I'm gonna do it now.
Yep.
And I kind of have to. Gross. Gross. Horrible draw after horrible draw after horrible draw.
That makes the your guys a 4/4. Nice.
Yeah, that's fine, I guess. But I can't profitably block because I know what's in your deck. Or I can't profitably attack. It takes literally one repel, and I lose my entire board.
Yep, that's true.
So I can't attack.
But if I don't have the repel, the attack is good.
But you have the repel. And even if you don't have the repel, you can double block with your defender and it gets shuffled back into your deck. You can pump with your totem once. I guess that doesn't matter. But you can double block.
I can double
Yeah,
block
I
and
mean,
pump, I mean,
it's
yeah, I can double block and pump, and it should kill your both commanders, but I lose
yeah.
everything.
So I mean, there's no reason for me to attack there.
I mean, you make the totem doesn't get bigger, because not attacking yours. That guy a threat. That was fantastic, I really want another resource. So... Yep, I'll just keep my bomb for the totem alive. Even there, if you get an onslaught, I'm very dead.
Nope, but not that one. Yikes, that was almost really bad.
Pretty good.
That's, I mean, I guess I have to attack now. Still probably not a good idea, but I just like that's the thing. Like I can't let the game go longer, but I can't profitably try and win the game as well.
Let's see. So, how do we make this the best? I can... Yeah. It's not great. I can... Yeah, I'm pretty screwed. I think I just have to jump there. Big rule, I need a resource. So... If I get a resource, I think I can live through this turn. That's not a resource. Not getting to 5 is really screwing me over. Play that guy, I guess. Yeah, going to do this. Not great, but... Cancel life, my totem gets... paladin gets bombed and so forth. Still I'm dead to a lot of stuff.
Not that you're not. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not.
It's real good though. That's real good.
I mean, it's, yeah. Jump, jump, kill.
If you die with everything, I'm forced to jump the commanders. So, oh no, never mind. No, because you just attack with that guy. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, if I attacked with more than that, you would just be able to block a different way to kill one of the hoppers. So
I think I just jumped up with that. Cool triple block to kill one of those, but it's just not doing anything. See if we can get something good.
I'm calling for Hex to change Dimid to 3 charges for his charge power.
Yeah, they're not going to change it because they already released it, so...
I know they're not going to change it, but that would that would completely shake up the metagame because Dimid is so good at a 2 charge power.
Yeah, damn, it's really good. I think I'm dead. I'm not dead, but I'm dead. I got stuck on 4 way too much. Way too long. I had wanted to pump it out and play something else on the turn, which I couldn't do. So there's a chance I can survive, but it's requires back-to-back draws and keep breaking 3 turns. I
That's
think.
a bad draw right now, too. So if I send him with these 3, he can chump, or if he has a repel, he can repel, chump with but he's probably just thinking of chumping and giving life drain to one of them. So I still don't think that changes much. I still think I need to swing him with these 3. Does it change anything? 4, block. Go 7. That brings him to 4, so that doesn't change anything. Me attacking with the hoppers does not change. Wait a minute. Okay, so if he has a repel and I attack with everything, I'm fucked. Screwed. Sorry. He's just pumping life drain. Then I can kill him with a swing of everything. Because he gains 5 and takes 5. No, I can't. Never mind. So I just swing with all the rune hairs.
Yep. So I want to keep this guy alive, but it's just not going to happen. They could gain 2 and block this guy here, but that's just not doing anything. So I have to give this guy a life drain. So let's see how we block here. Have to block 1 each. So I gain 4, go up to 7. You have to block everything. So basically I need back-to-back stuff, and I don't think that even that matters. How many played anyone this turn? No. So there's 1 card and that's not it, so that's game. I need to add back-to-back blinding lights while I pump my marble and stuff like that to make it. Yeah. When you got the Booktooth commander that you got from the Dragon Head just completely screwed me over because he gave +2/+2/+2 to everything. Was basically the point. I should have not used the hole in ambush, but
well, number 1, I punted a bunch. Number 2, bad matchup. Number 3, free angels. Number 4, soul marble. Number 5, your sideboard's 90 times better than mine is.
That's your issue that you didn't make it with the sideboard.
Well, no. I'm not saying. I'm just saying in general, the diamond sideboard is way better than a wild sideboard in most cases, especially against aggro with blinding lights and more removal and everything. So I just think post board, I think you're able to get your deck to a better place, and I think post board I'm able to get my deck just better, not necessarily better as a whole, but better. I don't know, just taking out the worst cards. So I don't even think my deck actually gets better sideboard. It just gets better a little bit versus you, as opposed to just better overall.
I mean, the Nexus range on the plummets were real good.
Yeah, I mean the plummet. I got to kill 2 angels with 2 plummets, which is fine. But you know, like to be honest, I don't know whether I would rather have that or something like a wild growth could technically do the same thing.
If you didn't have the turbulence that last game, you will have lost because my angel will have bug you to hell.
You're right. But all in all, I mean, you know, the bunny decks are fun to play. I didn't want to play Gore Feast. I didn't want to play Control. I wanted to try something different. So slamming bunnies is fun. It's just not very fun against most decks.
Yeah, I mean, my issue with making a more aggressive diamond deck, that was my plan for this, is that there's not really good early drops, aggressive early drops, unless you go life gain, and then that's just so many cards that you have to put in. I didn't want to use that many. So yeah, the totems are good, but are a little bit clunky if you want to go super aggro. The paladins are also a little bit clunky because I don't have that much life gain. It's just not not as good if I want it to be. We just don't have the troops that we need to make it more aggressive. No good one drops, because the one drops we have is basically the Scrivener, which is with the life gain, the Shield Trainer, which is super mediocre in aggro, on the Prairie Scout, which is pseudo okay, but it's just not great. So, and the
Yeah, the
second
problem,
drops. Yeah.
my issue with Totem and Soul Marble, the reason that they're good, well, the main reason that I think they're good, especially against aggro, is the ability to hold up mana and still be able to use that mana effectively. It's, does he have a repel? Does he have this? Does he
Yeah.
have that? Can he pump it this way? Can he pump it that way? And like, there's so many different variables that most of the time, especially with something low to the ground as a bunny deck, it's generally just not profitable to even try and block. And if you're doing that, you're just losing the game because Diamond's so much better late game than a wild deck is, or that wild deck is. So it's tricky when you're holding up 3 mana every turn. You can't really work out what's going on. So it's just tricky.
Yeah, I mean, you can just go for the ball deep and attack everything, and if he has it, he has it, and you lose and go to the next game.
That doesn't sound like fun.
I mean, it's just the way of the aggro deck. If he has it, he has it. Just attack with everything, and you try to play with as much as your hand allows to play around the removal. But if you cannot play around a sweeper, and you know you cannot play around a sweeper because your hand doesn't let you do that, you just slam everything and hope for the best.
Yeah, the lesson of today is next time I do one of these videos, you're not knowing anything about my deck until we go into the pregame taping of it. I know you didn't build your deck to beat my deck, but the sheer fact of having life gain just completely ruins what I'm trying to do. It really does. It completely ruins it. You just get way too far ahead of me that I can't do anything.
I got really lucky with the Angels and some top decks like I top decked the Gabriel, but the games I think were more or less close, most of them.
Yeah, I don't think this matchup is like horribly in favor of the Diamond deck. I just think it's consistently has a better mid game, and because of the totems,
Yeah.
which are great early, great mid game, and amazing late game. They, especially if they stay on the board, and I don't really have a way to get them off the board unless you put them in the air. And you knew that I was boarding in turbulences, so you were specifically not putting them in the air, giving the life drain and trying to get the life advantage.
Yeah.
So that kind of weighed against me as well. So it's just tricky. Like flying decks are tricky for wild decks in general, unless you're going mid range and you're playing horrible butterflies and things of that nature and Jadeems and stuff. So I don't know. It was fun. I mean, I still have fun playing, and I like trying different things, but I would never take that deck to a tournament.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the issue was that my deck is better when we are on a stalemate. My deck's just better at that. So if we are just both top decking and we are both breaking, me able to pump the totems, and it gives innate ability to the deck. It just makes your position worse every turn.
Yeah, and in testing with that deck, I was a little at odds with myself about the number of resources I should have been playing because I started at 22 and it seemed like I couldn't ever hit my sixth shard for the one of Uzumi or the one of Onslaught. So I had to bump it up to 23. But when I did that, my starting hands were just worse in general. and I didn't want to get screwed every game, so I was like, yeah, I'll just go to 23. But I think that technically hurts. So I think maybe cutting the onslaught, cutting the wounded petals, and cutting the Izumi main deck just in general, and putting in more wild growths and things like that are probably just better for the deck. And going down to 22 shards, I think you just need to get it lower. I don't think you want 6 drops. I think you want not a full 8 or 12 4 drops, but maybe just 8. You want to stay with your um, what are the 4 drops? The 4 drops are the Runeer Commander, and I guess that's it.
I think I will still play 23. You can go with 22, and with the senseis to smooth your draws, you can potentially hit it on more or less on curve, but not draw near commanders with the senseis. But the thing is that if you have a 6 drop on onslaught, I think you cannot play less than 23 if you want to get there ever, basically.
Yeah, you can't. You can't.
Because with 22 shards, you can, because you have to keep risky hands. You can get stuck on 2 on, and your deck doesn't work that well if you're stuck on 2. You really need the 3rd resource to get going. So you cannot
Yeah,
win
and you need
with
to
one
get to.
dose. Yeah.
You almost always have to get to 4 to finish the game. Like getting to 3 can get you board advantage and can get the gears going. But I think once you hit 4, not only can you drop your Runeer commanders, but you can also do things like Bucktooth Commander and Pheromones in the same turn, or Wild Growth or whatever. And I think you need those options. Like you need to be able to play. Sometimes mid game, you need to be able to play 2 spells a turn, and if you're stuck at 3, you're probably not going to be able to do that effectively.
Yep.
So it was fun. I had a good time. I'll be doing another one, but I won't be playing bunnies next time because they're terrible right now.
Yep. Well, I had fun, but as I said, I was scared like most of the time. Like I was there too many top decks and so forth. So I think that the matchup was close.
Yeah, I'd probably say it's a 55-45 in your favor, maybe a 60-40.
Yes.
Maybe. I think that's a little bit of a stretch, but it's not horrible, but a 55-45 is still usually not like you're not favored, especially in something that's designed to go a longer game like Diamond.
Yeah.
So, until next time, I'll be trying to figure out a deck that can actually beat Endormi because this is the second time where you've just completely crushed me on video, and I'm not doing that next time.
Yep. So bye guys.
Yeah, I appreciate everybody coming and checking us out. Take care, and we'll see you next time.